The Armory is a suit company that makes interesting content.
In the world of menswear, fit is everything. Given that men are mostly wearing navy or gray suits, what sets one man apart from the next is the way his clothing fits. At the Armory, we have a very specific view on how we think things should fit. We try to emphasize comfort because we believe that unless you're comfortable, it is difficult to look great. What we're looking for in a silhouette is something that has a shape, but is not constricting. The problem with clothing that's a little too tightly fitted, once you have to wear it an entire day, it becomes a burden, and then it's difficult to look great as a result. Alan now is going to go through a couple of examples of what we look for when we're fitting a customer.
I find stuff like this really interesting, personally.
Let's take a look at a few things to pay attention to when trying on a jacket. I'm going to swing you to the side so you can see that collar. It has to...
One thing that I've been learning over time that I find really gratifying, you know how there's a lot of like really bougie high-end luxury industries that are mostly sort of bought from by rich people? One thing that's important to understand is even if people wearing high-end suits are themselves wealthy, bougie, whatever, the people making those suits are autistic. It's like the craftsman shit, you know? Like, maybe in the Middle Ages, only the kings would have, like, the coolest jewelry or whatever, but the jewelry wasn't being made by some bougie dude. It was being made by some autist for jewelry, right? So, this is like suit autism, you know what I mean?
Fit just like this, snug but not tight across the neck. In terms of the back, nice and...
Suits are built up with layers. Unlike regular clothing, they're made with a bunch of layers. And the key with suits, the way they're pressed and shaped and stuff, is that they have a 3D shape to them. You know? Because, like, normally an item of clothing is just like a sheet of clothing that fits on you, and it might be tight in some places, or it might be shaped this way or that way. But the point of a suit is to have, like, a deliberate puffing out in the chest.
Which is quite beautiful. Let me swing you around again.
You can tell, look at the sleeves, see? The way the sleeves has, sort of like this nice, like, pleasant roundness to them.
See that collar is still fitting very well. It's sort of hugging your shirt collar.
Yeah, structure, yeah.
In terms of the shape, you have this nice hourglass silhouette, but at the same time, you actually have quite a bit of space through the chest and the waist as well. So what you have is this very comfortable garment that you can wear all day long and not feel tired or constricted. And in
yeah, if it's a good jacket, you can raise up your arms and like move around and stuff, and it never looks like you're straining against a suit material, you know what I mean? It never looks like it's really tight or you're like gonna pull it. It never feels like you're gonna tear it or whatever. It's just, you know, well put together.
In terms of the sleeve, nice balance. You don't want to go too slim, which makes it quite effeminate. Now you also have the ability to flex and you retain that mobility. A garment that has great silhouette and it's not constricting. It's how we like garments to fit at the Armory.
Don't want to be too gay in your suit, pal? True! Way too much shit is slim fit these days. The Armory has models that describe like the fit and type of the suit they make. The 6 is double-breasted.
We love double-breasteds here at the Armory.
How many median yearly salaries does that shit cost? We can find out. I'm pretty sure the Armory actually is relatively cheap as high-end bespoke. Well, it's not bespoke. I should say the high-end like full canvas suits. In the range of 1,500 or so. Yeah, 1,500 to 2,000, that kind of ballpark.
And I think most of our customers do too, but most double-breasteds don't fit off the rack. This is something we've been working on for a long time. AMJ 06, a very classic and masculine look. You have that wider shoulder paired with that soft...
What's a mid-end tailored suit cost? Well, you can get any suit tailored. If you mean like a suit that's at a lower price point than this, probably Suit Supply or Spear & Mackay.
Chest, very comfortable, but you can see that subtle waisting as well. Still, no padding. You have that Southern Italian styled shoulder leading to the spalla camicia.
Custom made to fit you? If you're getting a custom made suit, you're not getting out of that for at least a few thousand.
And very important, on the
But you can get it
double-breasted
tailored,
are the
like,
lapels.
you know, you don't
We
have
something
to
a
do
bit
that.
fuller, and leading to a gentle belly, the lower buttoning point, which extends this beautiful line right here. Very subtle and elegant.
I prefer the Italian style to the... I thought tailored meant custom made. No, bespoke means custom made. Tailored just means you've had a tailor alter it in some way, and you can do that with basically any item of clothing. Wouldn't be too expensive to Helia.
Hi everybody, we're going to do a Q&A today. We're going to cover jacket lengths. We just did a video on trouser fit last week and actually brought up a lot of questions about jacket length, so I thought this is a good time to tackle this topic because it's actually a little bit more of a complex topic than one might expect. And let's get started. So right now I'm wearing the Armory's Model 3 jacket as part of a suit. It's a size 48, it's 75 centimeters long, and I'm 175 centimeters tall. Our rules for jacket lengths are you should be seeing roughly half jacket and half trouser. So visually, like what you see up here should be equivalent to visually what you see.
The jacket should cover the butt. A lot of shirt jackets, or not shirt jacket, a lot of suit jackets are way too short because everything's skinny fit now.
Hi, I'm Mark.
And I'm Alan.
And today we're talking about Ring Jacket, which is one of our favorite suppliers at the Armory. So Ring Jacket is one of the best suit making companies in Japan. It's a family-owned company started in 1954 in Osaka. Around the mid-90s, they switched to a softer Italian style that they've been using ever since.
The Armory were the first to bring Ring Jacket out of Japan and into the world. Over the years, we've worked very closely
I do like
with
heavily
Ring
padded
Jacket to
shoulders,
develop all
'cause
these
I like
suit
the
models and
V
jacket
shape.
models that best represent the Armory style. Okay, so what we have here is something that Ring Jacket have been making for over 10 years now. The Model 184, somewhat of a classic to them now. You have the higher gorge, narrower lapel. You still have no padding through the
Does he mean
shoulders.
softer as in softer than armor? Softer in that its structure rounds a bit more, and that it doesn't have like sort of the jutting shapes of like an angled shoulder or whatever. Well, I think it's interesting at least. I hate how seriously these people take themselves. I mean, they're like world-class, high-end suit makers and tailors. I mean, they're artists. I mean, isn't there... Are they not allowed?
Hi everybody, we're going to do some styling today. So we're going to introduce this particular sport coat, and we're going to do some styling with it.
Like, holy shit, dude. This suit looks so nice with the brass buttons. Oh my god.
Some styling today. So we're going to introduce this particular sport coat, and we're going to do some styling with it. I love this particular sport coat because it is probably the most beautiful sport coat in the collection this year.
Can any tailor tailor a suit, or does it have to be a special suit tailor? Any tailor, any men's tailor should be able to tailor a suit, but there's definitely going to be variance in quality. Usually people who get stuff tailored are getting suits tailored.
Like, there are a lot of garments that are like, they're handsome, they're good looking,
God,
they're
that looks
rugged,
so
they're
like
interesting, they're rakish.
the
but there aren't that
textured
many
charcoal
garments
with
that
the
you'd be
brass.
like,
It
"Oh,
looks
it's
so
a
good.
Beautiful garment. And you know, like, kind of what is it that projects?
What even is a sport coat? A sport coat, it's the same term for a blazer. It basically means it's a slight, it's fitted to be more formal, and it can usually be worn with, like, without suit trousers. Like, you could wear it with chinos or jeans even, and it would look fine, you know? Like, for instance, the suit jacket he's wearing right here, you would never wear these with jeans. It would look ridiculous. This is way too formal. But this right here, you could have it, like, the button open, you could wear some, like, dark wash jeans and a t-shirt or, like, a turtleneck, and you'd look pretty dope, you know? Hell yeah, DM.
Or implies the word like, oh, this is beautiful, right? For me, it's things where the material just feels very, very refined. Like, you look at it and you're like, oh, it's a very luxurious, beautiful thing. And then it's also something in the color. Like, the color has to be quite subtle, and like there's something a little bit that you can't put your finger on, but when you see it in person, you're like, damn, okay, that is a really beautiful thing. I've expressed that terribly, but I hope I got the point across. So this is 100% cashmere. It's in a really
Ooh.
unusual configuration of Prince of Wales because it is pale gray on medium gray. Normally when you do this sort of thing, they tend to be much higher contrast color schemes, but this is very low contrast. And it's super light. It's done in our Model 3. It's done as our Model 3, which is a Southern Italian inspired model. So everything is soft on the shoulders, soft on the chest. We do these half-lined. Oh, I have completely, there we go. We do these half-lined.
Does he wear it, or does he just, like, pair it with stuff? Oh, he doesn't actually wear it. I was hoping he'd wear it. He's, like, indicating what you could wear with it. I wanted to see him put it on. Buy I'm a Watch loaner box. Good. I hope you learned something there. You're probably aware of this, but it comes across as quite passive-aggressive to say that, though, in one streamer's chat.
Hi everybody, we're going to do Q&A. We're going to talk about how to style a light brown checked sport jacket. So I have one here, as you might expect. This is one of my favorites this season. It's a cloth by Loro Piana. It's actually what's called corsair, which is kind of a new term they've made up. So corsair refers to in a cashmere as much of the...
I want you to put it on. All right, fine.
Hi everybody, we're going to talk about what's on, and we're going to have a look at the new armory.
Oh, they renovated. This is recent too.
I haven't done a video in a little while, and someone who watches our YouTube channel a lot literally came up and was like, "Where are you? Are
that
you
suit
all right?"
looks really nice.
Like, yeah.
The main issue for me is that I don't think I would ever want to wear a business suit. Like, I like suits, but I wouldn't want to wear, like, a dark suit, a light shirt, and a dark tie, you know? Like this? Because that comes across as, like, there's a specific, you know, connotation there that I don't really care for.
I'm fine. I'm just busy trying to... little kind of bag and necktie area over here. I've been on this, like, Noguchi lamp kick, so we've acquired quite a few Noguchi lanterns.
Because it's very possible to wear suits in a way that come across as casual, right? Well, I wouldn't, maybe not casual, but I think I keep seeing, like, image inspo for this in a way that makes me feel like this, for example. Like this, you know? This is an older photo. But when I look at this, it doesn't look like formal or anything, you know? Recreational? Yeah, I guess. Not business, certainly. I'd have to look at, like... I guess the main difference would be material then, right? In addition to fit? I don't know enough about which materials are, which materials look like what. I need to Google that, like suit materials. That looks like a Melton wool. You think so? Melton wool. I think that I trend towards wool. Oh, shit, you're right. I think so. That looks really nice. This is from the anthology. I really like that. I really like how heavier wool suits have heavy lapels that kind of roll out like that. You know what I mean? Like the lapel doesn't look like it's just an extra bit of fabric on top of it. It looks like a solid continuous curve that extends out. Like it's been lightly folded, yeah. I guess it's just a matter of buying wool then. Wool and linen, I think. Because I like linen quite a bit. Oh, this is from Banana Republic. See, I like this material. Kind of. But it doesn't really do that rolling thing, you know? Maybe that's just a design element? These are called Italian tweed suits. So cotton, then, I assume. Like that. How do you think that looks? Do you like non-traditional shaped suits? Well, I just don't like business suits. A tad pretentious? I agree. I think I agree, yeah. It's tough. I don't know why I'm thinking about this. I don't plan on buying a suit anytime soon. Never hurts to know your opinions. Yeah, I guess I'm just looking at... Because you can see, like, if you Google image search stuff, you can see really clearly the difference between, like, bad suits and good suits, I feel. Like, it's pretty obvious when something's just more of a costume, I guess. Unfortunately, Google search results are mostly full of the not good, you know? Also, man, why is this like the thing? Why are all suits slim? This is a thing Suit Supply does as well. This entire outfit is like clinging to this man's body. If you moved while wearing it, it would like, yeah, it's slim and short. Look at this. This is from AliExpress. So that's like, this is what fast fashion is getting us. Like, look at what the, oh my God, I can see the veins on the forearm. Absolutely brutal. When are you going to get a watch? I don't like watches because chicks are horny for this shit. I really don't think they are. I just think people want to look skinny, so they buy clothing that makes them think like it would make them look skinny, and then it doesn't. And they feel bad. Yeah, manufacturers realized they could make cheaper clothes filled with elastic that fit more people because they stretch, so now this is just what we have to deal with. I thought this was a great inspo image from Dye Workwear. Look at this. Look at how, like, heavy this is, you know? I really like that. He posts plenty of positive examples. Let me see if I can just find one, like, really solid. Spear and McKay, S-P-I-E-R and M-A-C-K-A-R, or A-Y. This is the shit. This is what I mean. Yeah, this is a sports coat. Look at that. Doesn't that look really nice? And it doesn't look, it looks like slim, like it sort of accentuates your body, but you could move around in it without feeling like you're going to burst out of a, you know, a gigantic, yeah. It's a tweed sports coat. Yeah, that's nice. This looks really, really good. This is a houndstooth. Yeah. Black and white houndstooth. Recommendations for fashion clothes you can just spam in the washing machine. I'm really sorry to say, but if you get nice clothes, you should just, at the most, you can run it on cold. Is this from the Armory? Why is Vivek there? Derek Guy, this Twitter user, likes to make fun of conservatives who dress poorly, which is pretty common. That looks really nice. Sorry, I'm sort of bleeding stream time at the moment. Still live, thank you for the $2. And of course, unironically Belgian, thank you so much for the three tier 3 subs. I do not deserve it today. I'm getting compliments about my change of wardrobe choices. Nice, I'm happy to hear that. That's awesome. It's it goes a long way, really. Any thoughts on the Brooks brothers? I don't think they're held in high regard, is my understanding. Thank you very much, unironically Belgian. That's very kind of you. I'll stream tomorrow. Tomorrow's stream, presumably, I will not be assailed by quite as much insane baby behavior. I can only hope. I love you guys very much. Close that. Okay. That's a really good look. I don't know if I would go with these colors or wear a tie or whatever, but I love the way. I need to get like the right terms for this, the right kind of lapel. I have to learn different lapel types and I have to learn different material types for a suit. The glasses, there's very nice glasses, yeah. Like those. I think I just like big lapels. Is that it? Do I just happen to have a thing for big lapels? Do I just like it when they're big and heavy? I think I do. I think it's also because big lapels that roll outward look a lot less formal. See how this suit looks much more like business politician? Even if he wasn't wearing the white shirt and the tie, it would. And that's because of the material and because of the fact that the lapel lays flat against the chest. So it sort of, you know, it reins it in. It looks a little bit more professional, I think. Oh, look, Brooks Brothers. They're talking about it right here. If I were in New York City, I would get a suit from Tailoring, a Japanese firm specializing in the traditional American style. Wow, that is a very American suit. I don't know if I like American suits. Maybe I prefer Italian ones then? That's too boxy for my taste. Their tailoring style was invented by Brooks Brothers around the turn of the 20th century. Their #1 suit carried American men from the Roaring Clubs, the Jazz Age, the Great Depression, the college campuses, post-war campus. Soft shoulder, hook vent. It also lacks the front dart you see in British and Italian tapering. God damn, that's big. Today we associate that look with old money elites, often WASPs living in the Northeast, but the style has a much richer history. For example, Jason Jules book Black Ivy explores how black actors, jazz musicians, and civil rights leaders also wore that look. This looks good as dude. Hell yes. The world has mostly moved on from that look, and as a large clothier with many locations, Brooks Brothers now has adapted to the market. They now sell stretch wool blends and jackets with a front dart because this is what the people want. Can we see immediately how this suit jacket doesn't have the richness of depth or form that the ones we've been looking at largely have? You know what I mean? Like, this is a much more modern looking suit, but it doesn't look very good because, yeah, it has that plasticky, boring, you know, and then you look at something like, yeah, like this or that, and it's like, oh, shit, you know? Technically, that was an overcoat above a suit. Yes, it was. That's true. But you can even see, even from the little bit of the lapel, you can see right here. Yeah. Japanese tailoring does pretty well, Wax Newman. Could it be a price point difference? Well, yeah, Brooks Brothers is a lot cheaper, but, you know, suits are very much an example of you get what you pay for, right? You can get very good t-shirts for 15 bucks and they are fine. Maybe you can get marginal benefits from buying some like $50, like really well put together high-end t-shirts, you know, whatever. But like $15 t-shirts, you can go far, babe. With suit jackets though, if you're buying it at $300, $400, even $500, like corners had to be cut. What do you think of this? I like this look. I mean, I wouldn't wear it, but I like it. I hate the pointy shoulders. I mean, this is like a 1980s like punk rock kind of, we're not gonna take it ass fit. You know what I mean? Yeah, this is art. 70s? Okay, 70s. All right, sorry. Lost myself again. I'll get in the game again soon. Yeah, J8M3T. Thank you for the $10. I do really like Houndstooth quite a lot. Yeah. I have trouble finding it in a dark brown. It tends to be in lighter browns, but I do like Houndstooth. I think it's a very attractive pattern. I like texture on suit jackets, especially if it's a sports coat.